the most demoralizing thing you could ever go through as a human being, bro. Spreading your open, nigga. These niggas act tough, right? And I'm keeping it 100 with y'all. These game bangers act tough as hell. Teardrops, 30 bodies, whatever. You still squatting and coughing, open up your with the police with a flashlight in your cheeks. Nobody bigger than the program, bro. You all got to do it. So if that's not demoralizing, I don't know what to tell you. To me, it's like, bro, he's saving kids from that demoralization. Why do we give a about what you have to say? Just because you mad about what he's saying? Who cares? Get out your fucking feelings because you raised by your mom and understand what he's saying, because he's speaking to the younger you who didn't have a chance in life because you've seen too much around you. Those who speaking out against Charleston White, I think that they're like, why? Why would you do that? You know it's wrong. You know game banging is trash. You wouldn't want your kids to do it, but when you got somebody like Charleston White, oh, you can't say that. Oh man, that's, to me, you spitting on people who give a about your kids, bro. If you don't give a about him, let him talk. Let Charleston White do his due diligence to change the mentality of our communities in LA who's affected by gangs, who don't really want to be affected by gangs, who don't really know better, right? Let him do his job. There's a yin and a yang to everything. You like game banging. You chose a lot of this shit in LA, bro, where these motherfuckers double speak. Yeah, man, it's wrong with game bang. Yeah, you should do it, but let me stock out an enemy. Let me do. You can't play both sides, man. This is like, it's like Jesus, bro. You can't be lukewarm. You can't. Being a Christian, you cannot be lukewarm, bro. You can't be in the middle. Ain't no middle. Either you doing it or you're not. Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your boy South Central, man. We're back in the building. Today we got Charleston White, and to be honest, LA don't like Charleston White for specific reasons, and I'm gonna give y'all the breakdown of why LAans don't like Charleston White. As you guys know, I'm from South Central, born and raised. You get what I'm saying? And Charleston White is a shock jock at times, but he's, to me, right, in my opinion, he has a lot of great things to say. Okay, you don't have to push a lot of the bull crap out to get to the real stuff, but you got to understand in today's time that the bull stuff comes with popularity. As far as getting noticed, you gotta, and it's a sucky way to think about things, but people won't listen to you unless you have some type of substance to make them keep watching you. And a lot of times it comes with the rah-rah, right? The rah-rah is basically the filler, right? But people love the filler, and this is why people watch him. But when I talk about LA not liking him, I'm talking specifically mostly game bangers, okay? Mostly game bangers, because he's targeting the degeneracy in LA that causes the problems between other people that come visit Los Angeles. And I think, right, I never thought Charleston White was wrong. I never got angry about what he was talking about, right? I'm from LA culture, as far as growing up in game banging and all this other crap, and been in prison. These are the things we taught to do, okay? And I feel like there's two sides of the story. You need somebody that's going to battle it out and talk to the kids and tell them that's not the right thing to do, and make game banging seem trash, right? Especially when it comes to degeneracy in the destroying of the black communities, especially in LA. Gang banging takes a huge part in that, and you cannot say that it doesn't. Now, an outsider looking in, right? A lot of times game bangers they want to exclude you because they want to make it seem like you just don't understand because you're not from LA. And I say that's bullcrap. You don't have to be from LA to understand that this all bullcrap, right? I just think that most LAans, right, game bangers, they're mad because they missed out on the opportunity of a Charleston White talking to them as children and caring about them and doing and saying things and making game banging seem like it's seeming like what it really is, right? He's telling the truth about it. All right, young-minded individuals who create turmoil around their communities, and there's older guys who are taking advantage of these younger guys. And like I said, I could talk about it because I'm from South Central, right? I'm from the gang culture, right? I game banged before, okay? I stopped game banging because what Charleston White said, but most of these guys, he's talking to the younger them, but they made a decision and they went so hard with it. Some of them got life, some of them still in jail, some of them, you know what I'm saying? They're offended because he's spitting the truth and it makes them look bad, right? But when I look at and I do watch a lot of reactions when it comes to Los Angeles game bangers, whatever, and I see what they have to say, and to me, it's nothing of substance. Is that, oh, he's talking shit about LA? No, he's been very specific when he speaks about LA, right? And this is a long intro, but I got into it a little bit, but watch this with me. Let's see what you guys think.
A little bit, and I know you lived in LA, and you know LA it's never the same, man. I remember 10 years ago, people would go to LA to follow their dreams
and have fun. Try to go find a
and
weed
have
plug.
fun.
Yeah, try to go find a weed plug. LA was a beautiful place when the legalization of marijuana wasn't everywhere. So everybody would go there to go smoke, hang out, have fun, try to find a weed plug. Once they started legalizing marijuana everywhere, California lost its sauce.
So you think it was the weed that made it exclusive at a time?
It was. Once they killed Nipsey Hussle, homie, it's like a dark cloud been hanging over them ever since. Then they killed PNB Rock. Just dry killed the brother, homie. So LA's been
Pop Smoke.
Pop Smoke, yeah. So they just dry killed him, homie. So then when you see what go on over at No Jumper, so homie, you know, it's just not a healthy place to go to. It's not a place that you go if you want to be vibrant, if you want to be progressive, and you sure don't go there trying to connect with other black people.
Really?
Man, you better not go to LA trying to connect with other black people. And you sure can't connect with the Mexicans because the Mexicans don't connect with black people out there. Black people don't connect with black people out there. So they so divided with the gang culture, homie. Why would anyone want to go there if they're trying to be progressive and elevate and upgrade their life? California is a downgrade.
So you feel like in LA, black people only connect with their neighborhood?
Yeah.
Outside of their neighborhood is no connection.
They only connect with they set.
Now, to touch on that aspect, he is very much true, especially when it comes to LA. It's a very, LA, specifically the city of LA, is very controlled by gangs, okay? You got to know where you at. A lot of times you don't know, if you don't know where you at, you could be a victim, okay? And it's very tribal as far as this gang territory, you know, you might run into those folks, even though you ain't, you know, you could be at a grocery store in their hood or something like that, bro. You're going to run into them, right? They might be on a malicious foolishness, but you got to know where you at. You got to understand what's in the streets. You ain't got to be like involved in the streets, right? And most people in LA are not involved in the streets, but you got to understand that it does affect you even if you don't want to be involved in it, because you got to know what's around. If these people are beefing across the street, you could be caught in crossfires just because you're around. You got to know what's up, right? And this, i.e., this is the gang culture, right? Even though you can live in this neighborhood, not a part of it, don't want to be a part of it. You got to know what's around you, and it causes you to be like pseudo involved, right? You're not really involved, but you got to be involved. You got to have your ear to the street, especially as a man in California or Los Angeles, because if you don't know, you could become a victim, right? Now, when it comes to the weed situation, I don't really know because I never done a drug. I never done weed. I don't really care about that. But at the end of the day, you got to understand that most of these people are out of town, right? Charleston White is from he's from Texas. So when you hear that perspective, like I can only imagine that he's telling the truth, because everybody know about California weed, bro. I mean, I'm not in that culture. I'm not involved in it. I never was, but I do understand that people around me did partake in that. And you hear a lot of outsiders talk about the Cali weed. It's in songs, bro. You can't deny that. Yeah, but it just shows how distasteful the gang culture is, because everybody, like, when you come out here, you understand that the gang culture does take a big, it does take a lot of control of, the city. And even if you don't want to admit that, you could be a victim of it. And he's telling the truth about that. And when it comes to not being cool with folks in LA, I get it, because you don't know what they own, right? Even the people in LA understand that. Like, you don't know what this person's own. You don't know what this person know. You don't know. And me being from LA, you don't know. It's like different tribes. I don't know what this dude is on. I don't know who we know. I don't know where he hang out at. Like, what's his intentions, right? It's never just off the back. I'm just not being judgy, and I think that he's here for a good reason. No, what are you here for? What do you want from me? And who do you know? And it sucks to be like that, but like I said, it's tribal, because you could be. I'm not saying we have to put it in latest terms. A op. You could be an op, bro. You could be over here and you're not supposed to be over here. I don't know what you're doing over here. You got a lot of women too. A lot of it start over women. A lot of the problems start over women, but they scouts, right? They sitting there scoping out. They hanging out. Make a phone call. They hanging out. Then the whole block get lit up, right? You gotta understand what you're around. It sucks to say that, but it's good for him to understand what's going on and speaking out against it, because a lot of outsiders don't know how how controlled these gangs are. And when it comes to the Mexicans, it is a different entity when it comes to California or LA because they run a drug trade, to be honest, and then it causes them to have a little right? They having they having kids out the woo-ha. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully Trump fixes that because we tired of it. But yes, a lot of black, folks do beef with Mexicans because they feel like, what I'm saying, they have a different pride when it comes to themselves. Like, yeah, this is my area, right? They change the demographic of a community, shit, let's say 2-3 years. Cause they keep popping them out, invite family, popping them out, popping them out. It's like, bro, this whole community used to be black. Now it's totally Mexicans, and then they boot the blacks out because we fighting against them, and then we over here aborting our children, and they out there having children. So yeah, eventually we gonna get beated out because we killing each other and we trying to kill them, and plus we, aborting our children. So yes, we gonna get beat out every single time when you come to the Hispanics who maybe they come here to start, the first generation who come here try to start off with a better life, but they invite family, they pop them out, like, bro, yeah, it's out of control. But let's get back into it.
And gang culture is a bully culture. All they is a bunch of bullies. So when they leave outside of LA, homie, that gang culture don't bully nobody. It only bullies you in LA. So because the gang culture supersedes all other cultures, and the gang culture is a subculture. So black culture, hip hop culture, all that takes second nature, homie, to the subculture, what the gangs bring and provide. So when I lived out there, I lived off Imperial, Vermont. I lived on the borderline of the demoralizing Bloods and the Hoovers. Every day I wore coveralls and cowboy boots with a cowboy hat. That's how I was able to play past the gang culture.
You never got approached?
Never got approached. How you approach look like a cowboy. Never got approached.
But you're not from there, so it's like, yo, where you from? Like,
I walked up and down. I walked that whole little area in South Central, and I used to hang out at St. Andrews Park with OG Melvin Farmer. That's how I was able to meet Cappuccino them and Miss SS and go to Nipsey Hussle funeral. That's how I met King Baba Louie. And shout out to my out here in the hospital. So homie, but I played Pat because they're trying to identify with colors, hats, shoestring. So I played past they psychic. I played psychological game with how I look. And I was a friendly nigga. Hey, how you doing, brother? What's going on, sister? So I think we was in Hawthorne one time. And some guys from 7-4 Hoovers came over one time. Say, homie, where you from? I'm from Texas. Y'all ain't got no Hoovers out there? Nah. I'm from White Settlement. Because I work from Diamonddale Adolescent Home, homie. So I done landed my dream job when I went. That's why I moved there. Because I landed my dream job working at Diamonddale Adolescent Group Home. So I worked in Long Beach, I worked in Hawthorne and Gardena. So sometimes they would send me over to work at the girls' halfway house. So homie, I played past them nigga with the cowboy look and the cowboy boots. And I had the Mexican cowboy boots. So when the Mexicans saw me, they looked down at the boots. The Mexicans connected with the boots. The couldn't connect with me.
Yeah, 2 days ago I was at Master Burger and I grabbed my burger, I hopped in the car and 3 individuals pulled up beside me. I had my window up. I'm just getting in the car, about to start the car. Younger guy, he probably was no older than between 20 to 23. And he was like, "Hey, you got some weed for sale?" And I'm like, "Nah." And then he was like, "You ain't from around here, huh?" I'm like, "Nah." And then they skirted off. But like you said, we talked about it. They had no good intentions.
No.
What they were trying to do, whatever they was trying to do, and it was that fast. I'm by myself. I'm wearing a black tee, and I'm wearing a white tee. I got a black hat on backwards. Shit, just me and my burger. Like, I'm just trying to get something to eat and go.
They looking to make you a victim, homie, because black people patrol and roll and storm LA looking to make other black people victims. They don't never look at the Mexicans and try to make them victims. They don't never, yeah.
Oh, okay. You don't think black people see a Mexican person and
Nah. I know for a fact they don't. It's like them niggas scared of Mexicans, homie. Especially if SA look like he gang affiliated. Them look the other way when it come to Mexicans.
Mm.
Mexicans don't look the other way when it come to, but just look the other. They act like Mexicans is invisible. Then I have no beef with no Mexicans. They try not to even have an argument with a Mexican, let alone a squabble.
Now to touch on this segment, to be honest, it depends, right? Some black gangs beef with Mexicans, and yeah, they're gonna be on them. They're gonna be breathing on them. Most communities don't beef with Mexicans, but Mexicans beef with most Mexican gangs beef with Mexican gangs. When you're outside of California or LA politics, you wouldn't really understand that, right? I was from a gang called the East Coast Crips. We beef heavily with the F-13s, right? Florencia, right? That was a crazy beef to where even in jail, like usually you're not supposed to touch Mexicans or it's gonna be a riot, right? Because it's mostly racial in LA County Jail. When they have a tattoo that's, that displays, the diss of the East Coast Crips and the whack outs and stuff, it's gonna be a riot, okay? Because it was so bad to where it was gonna go down, right? It's not, and I bring that up to say that it's not that we fear them, right? Most black gangs that live, what I'm saying, that live near Mexican gangs, that beef with Mexican gangs, they beef hard. There is no passes. There is what it is, right? But in majority Hispanic neighborhoods, when they be pressing NK, when black NK is nigga K, all right. When black people beef with Mexicans, it ain't really no Mexican killer. It's just basically specifically that gang killing. We rock with Mexican gangs, some Mexican gangs, but yes, it does turn racial, especially in Long Beach. You got the Longos and you got the Crips, all right. And Crips could, you know, all the Crips out there, right? That beef with them, right? I don't want to name the Crips, there's too many of them, but it's a Crip city. They beef with Hispanic gangs, but the Mexicans press nigga K, or they did before. I don't know what they do now, but I'm not from Long Beach. But at the end of the day, that's what they did, press. So even if you were black, period, you could get the business just because you there. Doesn't matter. Black people are not reluctant to press that. And we don't do that. We don't do that racist shit. Right? But they do it all the time. I don't know why, but it does make it seem like, bro, if they racial, why don't you be racial with them then? Why? If it's fuck us, it's fuck you. I get it. But that mentality is trash, bro. It's trash. It shouldn't be like that. And yes, it does make it seem like, if you're talking gang politics, it does make it seem like, well, y'all must be scared of them then on the outsider looking in, because why they so reluctant to press NK and y'all not, right? As you guys know, I have a video of showing my father getting killed by Hispanics when they put a green light on black folks, right? There was a time where they did that, and in certain areas you could, as a black person, you could not go to. And this is the problem that we have in America. It's just an American problem, especially, but mostly Los Angeles. People are starting to see it now in Ohio and different states, Colorado, where South American countries are coming here and trying to take over with the Mexican gangs, or Honduran. I don't know what, all these Hispanic folks coming in doing what they did. They did it in California. They did it in California first. Right? It's just period. They did it in California first, East LA. They done it in Los Angeles. They did it to our cities first. All right. When they come in, migrate, keep popping off. This is what I talked about before. And they changed the demographic of the communities. They've done it. Yes, they destroyed our communities with this game banging mentality. Then they come just to work. This is why the liberals always lie. We want to turn it back to politics because they lie. It affects us the most, the black people, because like I said, it's okay to kill your babies. It's okay to fight. It's okay to fight amongst each other, and it's also okay to get killed by the Mexicans. It's not that we fear them. It's just that it's a different environment. We never really have problems with them, really, unless they start shit with us, or we started some stuff with their gang, whatever, and then all of a sudden it never ends. So that aspect you don't really understand, but they do. Is this the culture? They do stick more together. All right, they fight against us mostly because they have to, right? It is what it is. In jail, most of them are cool with black folks, but if they don't fight with us, they know what's gonna happen to them. There's more of them than it is us. So on that aspect, they don't. Mexicans, we're not scared of them. It's just what it is. If you know anything about Gompers and Locke High School, Gompers Middle School and Locke High School, we always had riots, bro. We never was scared of them. We always had problems with them, especially when they come in with the rah-rah and think they tough. We always done that. But on the outside looking in, I understand what he's saying, though. Let's get back.
So nah, homie, them is like the black Ku Klux Klan.
So you think Hispanics run LA?
They do. Yeah, Hispanics really run California, except up in the Oakland area.
Yeah.
But nah, they most definitely run LA. And can't nobody deny that. If they is, they're a motherfucking lie, homie. They see, when it comes to the Mexicans, they want to politic. It become political. But when it comes to their own home, when it comes to their own kind and their own people, it becomes about violence and hurting you.
All right, I want to touch on this real quick. I honestly, 100%, being from California, agree. Right? And it's just the politics of jail, politics of drug sales, the politics of, if you're in the streets and you selling drugs, most likely you got it from the Mexicans. You don't want to break that bridge. And most of the time they're connected with, cartel, and they connected with this gang and the next gang that we beef with. So you don't want to cause too much problems, but the Mexicans are okay with causing problems. I see that. I understand where he's coming from. And in certain aspects, they do run California, right? I don't know about Northern California because I'm not from there, but I do understand that because they own the drug trade, right? With drug trade come with money. With money, it comes with guns. With guns, it comes with violence. With violence, it comes with numbers, right? Now they got most people, like I said, they pop them out fast. So shit, now you beefing with a gang and now it's like 50-1. Like shit, there's so many of them. A lot of these old, like I said, a lot of these black folks are not populating. And not to say, bro, you don't like the gangbang culture trash. We don't want to keep putting black folks on. But the Mexicans come violent. And when they take over, they want to take over. It is that simple. So as a community, I think that if we should start thinking communal, not gang banging wise, but they do come in and terrorize black folks, and it makes it seem like they run LA, which they do, right? They do, because they own the drug trade, and they do populate over and over and over to where they do change the demographic of a community to where it's like, bro, where's the black folks? It's not like, if you look at most of y'all probably don't care about this shit, but if y'all, and I don't care about it either, but I just looked in the crowd. I just seen something. When you look at the concert that Kendrick Lamar threw or whatever for the beef with Drake, whatever. When you look at Inglewood, the Forum, when you look at the crowd, there's not a lot of black folks. It's mostly Mexicans, bro. Mostly Mexicans. And it sucks to say that, but it's the truth. We need to get them out of here. That's how I feel. Like the ones that's illegal, get them the fuck out of here. There's too many of them. And it's not fair because they popping all that birthright shit. They overextended it, interextended it. They did too much to where they're taking, like, our communities are like, it don't even look the same no more. If I go back to LA, it's like, bro, what the fuck? Like, we are being outnumbered. Most of us are in jail. Most of us are dead. Most of us are getting killed in the womb. Like, it's just not even a fair fight to where it makes it look like they run the shit. They run the city. We know we ain't got no dog in the fight, because when we go to the county or go to jail, and we shouldn't base everything off that, because on the streets it's even worse. It's like 5-1. It's literally 5 Mexicans to one person, to one black. Right? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and we need to make that change as far as loving ourselves more, having more babies, stop killing each other and love each other more. And that's where Charleston White is getting at. And I'm gonna talk more about, I think that's the end of the video. I just wanted to give y'all a little something on how he think and his thought process of LA. But I want to say that I agree with him. Mostly I agree with him, but most LAans hate him because he spoke about Nipsey Hussle and the gang, this and that. I just want to say this to Charleston White. I don't know if he's gonna look at this or not. I don't think he cares, but at the end of the day, Charleston understand. I think he do understand this from some aspect. Nipsey Hussle was not bigger than the program, which means that's normal. In the 60s, that's normal, bro. We just hate it because he's Nipsey Hussle, but before Nipsey Hussle, the 60s was the 60s. They always kill each other. It's just normal, and it shouldn't be normal, but it is, right? We did see a big difference in California. It's like when Kobe died, you just felt the difference, right? Nobody wants to be there because, like, why did his own homie kill him and this and that? That's outside looking in, because Nipsey owned the business in his hood that everybody went to put everybody who was influenced by him came to donate or whatever, donate their time, donate money, just support Nipsey Hussle. And he also taught about economics, right? Especially in his raps and changing the dynamic of his situation. He made a difference, right? People understood him. People understood where he was coming from. But the gang culture is destructive, and most gang members hate Charleston White because he's spitting truth, and they have to look. Once he starts spitting truth, they got to look at themselves, right? They donated so much time and effort into something that never mattered. It never mattered, because at the end of the day, it's only death or in jail. That's real. That's the truth. And you got to turn your back on your immediate family to do this shit, because it don't make sense. The people that care about you, that say, bro, this is wrong. Right? Every hood has a Charleston White, right? They call them preachers. Are you preaching, bro? He's a weirdo, right? They will deny that. They will walk away from it. They will make you seem like you're goofy. for telling them that the truth. So this is Charleston White on steroids, right? No, Charleston White is that on steroids, telling kids that it's trash, and he's not trying to reach them. He's trying to reach their children, telling them that this shit is trash, this shit is stupid. Why would you donate your time and effort to something that don't matter? Right? Just because it's tight, just because it's trendy. Let's stop doing that. And I think that you should have pushback, because it's too many kids falling victim to the same shit that we fell victim to, because there was no Charleston White on a big scale, right? Because like I said, every hood has a Charleston White, but there's no Charleston White on a big scale to where it's popular to say that shit is trash. And those who speaking out against a Charleston White, I think that they're like, why would you do that? You know it's wrong. You know gang banging is trash. You want your kids to do it, but when you got somebody like Charleston White, oh, you can't say that. Oh man, that's, to me, you spitting on people who give a fuck about your kids, bro. If you don't give a fuck about him, let him talk. Let Charleston White do his due diligence to change the mentality of our communities in LA who's affected by gangs, who don't really want to be affected by gangs, who don't really know better, right? Let him do his job. There's a yin and a yang to everything. You like gang banging. You chose your life. Great. Fuck you, bro. We talking about the kids, man. You can't hate a person for doing what's right because you choose not to. Just because you speak about it, and you get a lot of this shit in LA, bro, where these motherfuckers double speak. Yeah, man, it's wrong to gang bang. Yeah, you should do it, but let me stock on the enemy. Let me do. You can't play both sides, man. It's like Jesus, bro. You can't be lukewarm. You can't. Being a Christian, you cannot be lukewarm, bro. You can't be in the middle. Ain't no middle. Either you doing it or you're not. You can't be, game making trash, bro. It's trash. You shouldn't give your life to this shit. But at the end of the day, you going back to the hood, socking niggas out, participating in politics, getting shot at, shooting at niggas, bro. That don't work. Those kids see through that, bro. They see through it. They think it's cool because you're going back to the hood. You get embraced for something that means nothing. At the end of the day, he's trying to save kids. Let him do his job. Stop bothering. Stop impeding your influence on his influence. At the end of the day, your shit is wrong. You spent all them times you've been to prison, bro. You should stop talking. Your voice should mean nothing because you're okay with going to jail. I went to prison. I went to jail one time. Went to prison one time, bro. It's the most demoralizing thing you could ever go through as a human being, bro. Spreading your ass open, nigga. These niggas act tough, right? And I'm keeping it 100 with y'all. These game bangers act tough as hell. Teardrops, 30 bodies, whatever. You still squatting and coughing, open up your ass with the police with a flashlight in your ass cheeks. Nobody bigger than the program, bro. You all got to do it. So if that's not demoralizing, I don't know what to tell you. To me, it's like, bro, he's saving kids from that demoralization. Why do we give a fuck about what you have to say? Just because you mad about what he's saying? Who cares? Get out your fucking feelings because you raised by your mom and understand what he's saying, because he's speaking to the younger you who didn't have a chance in life because you've seen too much around you. It's not right. How about you shut the fuck up and let him do his job? If you still on that, be on that. But step back, because some people want to say these kids. Some people gonna say the truth amongst all your mysterious ways, because at the end of the day, y'all speak out against it, but then y'all for it. What do you want? Stop. Y'all like women. What do you want? Do you want kids to stop, or you want to keep this shit going? Because it's trash. At the end of the day, I don't want to see another kid open up their ass. Another black kid who hate the police so much and all this other shit, but then you gotta listen to him, who hate work and don't want to work for the white man so much, but yet you working for 5 cents a day. Why the fuck? Like, at the end of the day, bro, it's just backwards. It's backwards. And I feel like y'all worse gangbangers, right? That ain't got their mind right and don't speak out against it. Y'all worse than the white supremacists, bro. I honestly think that, because y'all feeding our children to the system, saying fuck the system. You feed them to it because you're not speaking out against it wholeheartedly. You half-assing it. Fuck half-assing it. If you gonna stop. What matters is the kids, bro. What matters is the babies. Fuck your gang. Fuck the dead homies. You know who hurt the most? They parents. You know who hurt the most? They children. You know who hurt the most? Outside of you saying on the dead homies? Your family. When you locked in that cell doing videos in a cell, what you need to worry about is what matters, because you needed to be saved. Your dumb ass just chose not to listen. The gang influence overcame logic, to be honest, because like I said, every hood has a Charleston White. Nobody want to listen to him. Fuck him. He's stupid. He's lame. Let me do what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, bro. Everybody think they bigger than the program. Don't be a part of it, bro. Don't be a part of it. And this is a message to the kids. Don't be a part of something that you could never get out of. Don't be a part of something when you put in so much effort into it. It doesn't matter, right? Nipsey Hussle, look at him, bro. There's plenty of examples that happened. The outcome was like Nipsey Hussle. Your own homies smoking you. Your own homies killing you just because of certain reason. Your own homies robbing you. There's plenty of examples we can give to where people gave their life to something that did not matter, and they, by the time they realized it, they got a record. They got their baby mama probably pregnant by your homie. Like, it's just too much foolery going on to where there is no referees to keep it solid, to keep it nice and normal. And there is no referees. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, bro. At the end of the day, it's you made your decision, you made your bet. And this is what niggas like to say in the game banging industry. You signed up for this. I didn't sign up for my homies to turn their back on me. I didn't sign up to get robbed by my homie. I didn't sign up to be talked to this way. I didn't sign up to be jumped every fucking time just because I didn't do something that you wanted me to do. That don't make sense. Who will sign up for that? No. You signed up for that. That's what you signed up for. You signed up for jail. You signed up to squat and cough and open up your ass. You signed up to not want to work, but when you got to jail, you working for 5 cents. Like, bro, we so backwards. Like I said, the game bangers are the worst because they feeding our children to the system, to slavery. Basically, you feed them to it because that mentality. And that's all I have to say, man. I agree with Charleston White. I appreciate Charleston White, and I understand where he's coming from. The filler is great because you need folks to listen to you. The only way you can get them to listen nowadays is grab their attention. Fuck all the feelings. If you getting your feelings listening to him, you're a fucking weirdo. That's how I feel. At the end of the day, he's saving the children. I'm looking for something deeper, right? What is his purpose? He told you his purpose. If you really want to hear about it, if you don't give a fuck, you want to judge him. It's not for you. Grown ups to the front. Kids to the back. You got a kid mentality, stay your ass to the back. Keep game, man. See where it gets you. If you're an adult talking about how bad this dude is, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. You don't give a fuck about the kids. All you care about is how you feel. And your feelings mean nothing, bro. That's the video for today, man. Hopefully you guys like this video. And if you have any problems with what I'm saying, please let me know, man. Let me know. Let me know how you feel about Charleston White, man. Am I wrong for what I'm saying? Like, to me, I don't have a problem with what he's saying. I don't see the problem here, right? LA does have a problem. We need to fix the culture. This is the truth, right? But tell me what you guys think, man. Like, comment, subscribe. South Central, we out.
We be really politicking while we whipping in the kitchen. God be my witness. At the age of 15, I was fighting